Okay, so the next word is deductible. Notice that it's spelled with an I, deductible, whatever. Anyway, insurance companies are not stupid. And believe it or not, there's people that have said, hey, my car is looking kind of old and gross. I think I want a new car. I'm going to drive into that tree over there and I'm going to file an insurance claim and they're going to pay for a new car for me. Yeah, no. So what the insurance companies do is they make you pay a deductible first. So it's the amount of insurance, it's the amount of money that insurance wants you to pay before they start paying. So if your deductible is $500, you get to pay the first $500. They pay everything after it. So if you are willing to have a higher deductible, meaning you pay a bigger portion of the cost of whatever, the accident or whatever it is, then the insurance company is saving money because you're paying more and they are paying less. Therefore, they will charge you a lower premium. This is called an inverse relationship. Remember, see how the arrows are going the opposite direction? So a higher deductible means you're going to pay a lower premium. The reverse is true. If you want to have a really low deductible, meaning you're not paying very much, you're more likely to cause the insurance company, they're going to have to pay a higher portion of the cost. So they're going to charge you a higher premium. So again, these are both inverse relationships. Okay, so medical insurance and auto insurance, which are probably the two you're most familiar with, they operate a little bit differently. Medical insurance, every year you have to pay a deductible. And most people do go to the doctor at least once or twice or whatever a year. So what the medical insurance companies do is they start your deductible over every January, which means on January 1st, whichever doctor visit you have in the first of the year, you don't have to be in January, but the one that you go to in the first of a calendar year, you get to pay for that one as part of your deductible. After that, the medical insurance will kick in and start paying. And this usually happens annually. Now, auto insurance is different. Although we go to the doctor, a lot of us go multiple times per year, we don't have an accident every year. So auto insurance only makes you pay the deductible when you make a claim. Notice I didn't say have an accident. I said make a claim. There's lots and lots of reasons why people make claims. It's usually an accident, but we don't have accidents that often, hopefully. So if you don't make a claim because you've had an accident, you don't pay the deductible. You've heard me use this claim a number of times. As we went through on that PowerPoint, when you need insurance to help you pay for something, you file what's called a claim. And basically you're saying, hey, insurance, I've been paying these premiums to have insurance. Now I want you to help me pay for something else. I'm going to claim some of that money. So it's when you ask the insurance company to pay for something because something happened. Medical insurance will help you if you got sick or needed surgery. If you had a car accident, that's going to be auto insurance. Your house got robbed, that's homeowner's insurance, or your house burned down. All those reasons are different reasons why you'd want to make a claim with the different types of insurance up here. Okay, the next word is copay, and it actually means copayment, but everybody calls it copay. Remember, the word co means with. The prefix co means with, like cooperate, coordinate, collaborate. So you are going to help pay with the insurance company. Now, copay only applies to medical insurance. Has nothing to do with auto insurance. Auto insurance is pretty straightforward. You pay the deductible, auto insurance pays the rest. But copay, medical insurance, because a lot more people go to the doctor and have surgeries and stuff than they have accidents, copay is a little more complicated. Copay is a portion of the claim that the insurance wants you to pay. So after you've paid the deductible at the beginning of the year, whatever your first medical situation is, after that, insurance is going to want you to pay a portion. Now, here's an example. This is the insurance I have, for example. Whenever I go to a doctor visit, I pay 10% of the bill. Insurance pays the remaining 90%. And that's still a pretty darn good deal. I think like a typical doctor visit is about $70, 70. So that means I pay 7 and insurance pays the other 63, which is kind of nice. Okay, so let's work through a couple of examples. You've had an accident and to repair your car is going to be $3,000. That's the claim you are asking insurance to help you pay. Now remember, car insurance, is going to have a deductible. They're going to ask you to pay the first amount. So insurance is going to deduct, the deductible. You have to pay that. Bink. After you've paid that, insurance will pay the rest. So $3,000 minus the $500 you pay, that means insurance will pay $2,500. We're going to practice this some so you'll get used to it. Okay, so now let's look at a medical insurance example. I don't know what happened to you, but it was $1,000. I don't know. And in medical terms, that's actually not very much money. I know it seems like a lot, but you can't get anything for $1,000 on a medical thing. Beginning of the year, let's say you had this problem and it was your first medical incident of the whole year. You have a deductible to pay, so you get to pay the first $200. Now keep in mind, deductibles are different for all kinds of insurance, medical companies' insurances. I said that weird. My deductible happens to be $275, so they're all different. Anyway, if this was my circumstance, I would have to pay out of pocket the first $200. After that, insurance is going to kick in for this remaining 100. I'm sorry, 800. But don't get too excited yet. Oops, make this black. Sorry, I'm skipping ahead here. Remember, there's often a copay with insurance. So you have $800 left over that you owe the doctor or the hospital, whatever. You are responsible to pay with the insurance company your copay 10%, which means you got to pay another $80. Insurance will now pay what's left over, which in this case is $720. Now, you only have that circumstance once a year, but you need to be very familiar with it. So this last example, let's pretend you've already paid your deductible for this year, and you have, I don't know, you need a surgery or something. It's $7,000. Again, it's after the deductible's already been paid. You get to pay the copay of 10%, so you pay $700 of that, and that means insurance will pay $6,300. Okay, that's it for your notes. We're going to practice these. Start asking your families for what their deductibles and stuff is. Haha.